Valentine's Day 2 years ago is a day I will never forget.
Just the previous day, we had a clinical assessment for my son at a hospital.
I had done an online assessment and discovered that he had some red flags for autism.
His obsession with wheels on vehicles, lack of eye contact, and lack of reaction to his name.
My parents and I used to joke that he had selective hearing and would only respond to the things he wanted to hear.
He did not like wet, gooey textures, did not like to socialize with peers, and could not sit still or focus for long. He was fussy with food, he had delay in fine motor skills, and did not like physical contact too.
The pediatrician confirmed that he was autistic. With no compassion nor clarification, my world shattered. Unfortunately, my pain was irrelevant as the doctor coldly told me to wipe away my tears and sign my son up for an OKU card.
In our shock, we broke the news to my parents, who told us not to tell anybody because they did not want him to be stigmatized, especially in the event that he recovers from it.
To this day, my in-laws are still unaware.
My husband and I spent the following weeks researching about ASD. We joined support groups that were a great source of inspiration, but it also made me very emotional.
Parents were discussing topics like who would take care of their autistic child when they are no longer around, and how their children were being bullied and unfairly treated.
It was tough to imagine my baby having to go through this. I cried every day and felt lost and alone.
Like any new mom, I had dreams for my son. I couldn't wait to watch him grow into a young man and nurture him to follow his daddy's footsteps.
It was difficult to accept otherwise, but I had to figure out how we can best support him to experience a normal childhood. One night, I hugged him tight and assured him that everything was going to be okay. Mommy and Daddy will be by his side, journeying with him every step of the way.
We decided to approach EAP for a second opinion. At EAP, they treated him with love and respect.
They used toys and games that he liked for the diagnostic assessment, and it worked like magic.
My son seemed to really like it there. The other kids were also very positive and happy.
To us, it felt like a home of love.
We were so relieved as we had recently visited another center where the safety of their children was a major concern and many kids were observed to be without much supervision.
The way the assessment at EAP was conducted, along with the outcome that was completely different to our previous experience.
EAP took more than 2 hours to do a thorough assessment using proper assessment tools that were not used by the previous doctor.
Surprisingly, EAP found that while my son showed some signs of autism, he did not fulfill complete requirements and instead gave us specific strategies and recommendations to help him.
We took their advice and today our son is a certified chatterbox. He performed at his school concert last year and made us all very proud.
He's friendly and loves interaction with children.
His school teachers have said that he is ahead of his peers in certain subjects and is able to sit still and focus.
He also has a great appetite. He's able to take instructions and is manageable in public.
He's even able to call me Mummy. He has wowed us all.
I now know that a great support network is crucial. Us as parents, grandparents, his therapists, the school, we worked tirelessly together.
We gave him the support he needed, and through divine intervention, he has improved amazingly.
And having gone through all this, my advice to parents is make careful choices when approaching people for assessments.
There aren't many choices available, but always research and find reviews.
We have done countless numbers of assessments where none have been cheap. The clinically recommended ones have a long waiting queue.
Thankfully, we got all the advice we needed from EAP and followed through. We changed our parental habits, tried new strategies, and encouraged our little ones to socialize more.
We're so grateful and thankful to everyone who has played a part in his journey.
I felt like we've been given a second chance in life.
From the long waiting queues to the high treatment costs,
Lack of awareness and affordable, effective support for autism families in Malaysia.
I wish to someday to be able to advocate and to give back.
But most of all, I want you to know there is hope.
As parents and for your child. I found it in the process and I pray that you do too.
It's because of numerous stories like this one that Early Autism Project has launched the HOPE project, which aims to make world-class services for autism accessible to all. We want to raise awareness not just on autism, but how to recognize the early signs, how to accurately diagnose, and what treatment options are best for autism. I think we ultimately want to spread the message of hope, that there is hope for parents who feel like they're at a dead end, and there is hope for kids with autism out there.